Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in and check out your board. P-Funk thinking right out here in the lab. What I do for you? Oh, I got something nice for you. We about to get into some good stuff. Let's go. Rightism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. Message and story for life. I give life lessons. You tune in and receive them. We got a good thing going. That's right. Right thinkers mission, and that's what I'm on, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinkers way of life through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that you do just that. You claim to be a right thinker. I appreciate you. So my goal is to give you the information to make you a right thinker by what? Knowing thyself. Let's go. I asked the question, do you know you? It's rhetorical. But if you don't have the answer for yourself, tune in. I can help you with that. That's what I do for you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not. It's simple. You teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believes and thinks that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows, but knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thing to know that self. And to my yacht, be true. I appreciate all the comments. I see you tuning in. You're starting to get the lessons. I appreciate that. But I got one for you today. Right thinking. Let's talk about now. When I was a kid, I used to hear a lot of phrases. We call them old sayings from my grandmother, my great grandmother. Okay, so right here, right there, let's talk about quotes. If quotes a Stoic philosopher would say, but it sounds a lot like what my grandmother used to say. So let's talk about Stoic quotes, philosophical points of view compared to my grandparents. One in the same, six on his hand, half a dozen in this. Watch this. I got a good one. Let's go. See, now, as a studier, as a student, I listen to the Stoic quotes. I love them guys because they give you good perspective. And I'm saying, the more I listen to it, the more it sounds like my stuff. The more it sounds like my old man's stuff, my grandmother's stuff. I'm just saying. So let's talk about that quote. The quotes, phrases, and I agree with all of them. They make sense, they understandable, and if you get the concept, you get the purpose of what they're telling you. So, but my grandparents had the same way of doing things. Okay, I grew up with my great grandmother. Okay, then my great grandmother, and then my grandmother, and then my mother. So I got four generations of female philosophers, no men. My dad came along, but other than that, women was running the show. Okay, so I got to understand that women could take care of business just as well as men could, according to my perspective, what I saw. So my women and my family were strong, independent women. Okay, so and I hear all those great sayings in the Stoic philosophies. Yeah, but my great grandmother, they had some good ones too. Boy, they would tell you something and make you say, "What the what?" But they was raising you. They kept it real. Okay. Hell, my mom, she was the youngest of all, and she had some sayings that's classic to me. Okay. Favorite. This too soon shall pass. I hear the Stoic say the same thing. I said, "Hold up, wait a minute, my man." So you see what I'm saying? So I tell people, old sayings stay around because they mean something and they're significant. So they stay around. If it ain't good, it won't last. So old sayings is just that. And the Stoics teach you old sayings that what? They get you to understand how to be a better you. I love that. So hell, watch this. Now, my old man, oh, he has sayings Also, when I went to get my car, I never forget, you only go this way once. So give it all you got, grab the brass ring, go for the gusto, whatever, all that. Yeah, he amped me up. So it was two cars. I had the 76 Seville and I had the 78 Grand Prix. I'm a Cadillac man. I wanted that Seville, but I wanted that new car, that new car. So he was pushing me towards the new car. I think he loved that car more than I did because he drove it more than me. But yeah, in life, if you get to go this way again, meaning you get a chance another go around, I gave him another lease on life. So understand that. But he gave me my best advice. And he also told me, this is a classic, a little bit of something is better than a whole lot of nothing. Back then we was hustling. We had our competitors, everybody doing their thing. But he always let me know that as long as they come to you spending money, you good. So I adopted that method, and to this day, I do a little bit of something every day. Why? That's the right way. Now it's traditional, okay? Got it from my old man, passing it down. Now, my great grandmother must have been a Stoic, because she had a way with words, okay? Okay, her favorite was a hard head make a sore ass. In them days, when you didn't do what you was told, you got a whooping. Simple as that. It wasn't up, no, you got your butt whooped. So the harder your head, the sore your butt. Makes sense. Okay, trust me. And old school philosophy. Okay, that was used in my household from my great grandparent on down. Okay, and the thing is, they taught me don't take shit from anyone. Okay, no matter sex, creed of color, or position of power. Don't accept disrespect from nobody. Okay? Project Baby, survival, prison, streets, it's all the same thing. Don't take from nobody. To this day, I'm not. Okay, thank you, Granny. Now, here's another one my grandmother taught me. If they hit you, you hit them back twice as hard as they hit you. Always fight back. I never lost a fight. I'm not bragging, no, because I never started the fight. So if I got attacked, I'm going to defend myself. I'm gonna get you a ball from me. You ain't gonna worry about that. You jump on me, my man. You got the right one. Okay, that's me. So I ain't ever gonna start it. But if it's going down, oh, I'm acquiescing. Trust me, real quick. But the old sayings just prepared you for life, and that's what it's all about. If we raising our kids, we supposed to prepare them for life. I give you life lessons. But that's what it's all about. We got away from parenting, our own. I told you, everything I got, I'm telling you now, what? From my father, my mother, my grandmother, my great. Right there, family. Right there in my house. So, yeah, I'm a little animate. Sorry about that. But, okay, here you go. It ain't about the size. Okay, they would say this one. Okay, back then. Don't be scared, because why? They say it ain't the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the dog. And when we was coming up, if somebody did something to you and you didn't defend yourself, that's what we call the punk. A punk is somebody who won't defend himself, never mind somebody else. We have bullies. I had a bully. I grew up with bullies. I had to take on the bully. I would never be a bully. I didn't like how it felt when somebody would take advantage of me. So I would never put nobody in that predicament. So I would never went that route. I would speak you up now. Just a little different. But no, I'm just saying, taking advantage of somebody wasn't never my thing. Why? Because I didn't want it done to me. My philosophical point of view right now, I'm not going to do to you what I don't want done to me. If we took that method, a lot of the stuff we do won't happen. I'm just saying, moving on. Who we at? Now, here's a classic. Children are to be seen and not heard. If we was around grown people, that's what you was around. I never inter interrupted my grandparents, but why? I knew better. I seen what happened. Some things you got to learn from observing. And when I saw my cousin, my sisters get snatty and smarty, pop, backhand. Who you talking to? Yeah, so I learned to. And they didn't mind me being around. What? I wasn't a talker. I was just a watcher and listener. Okay, you can learn a lot by doing that, trust me. And they have no say so. As a child, you didn't have an opinion. You didn't have no say. You didn't have nothing. Kids now tell you what they want, how they want it. Man, you got to be crazy. Again, sorry about that. Different times. Again, it's amazing how when we don't do what we should do to get what we need, and expect it to come out the way we need it. If you don't put the right ingredients, it ain't gonna taste right. You don't put the right direction, the right discipline, it won't raise right. Spare the rod, spoil the child. I'm with that 100%. Why? I got all my punishments. I didn't get out. No, I got my butt whoop. I got punished every time I did something wrong. So I understood. And once I got caught, went to prison. I'm well versed on punishment for your actions. Very well. Trust me. Don't take shorts. The prison system don't. My parents didn't. So punish them. If they deserve it, give it to them. Sorry about that. Yeah, they knew about my grandkids. I don't babysit my grandkids. Why? They know I give it to them. What? A whooping. They parents ain't into that. Okay, fine, but guess what? I can't watch it. Why? If I can't whoop it, I got no control over it. Oh, keep it away from me. I love you, but we can't do it like that. Why? You know how I do. Let's go. With age comes wisdom, you would think, aka experience of life. If nothing else, our elders, if they didn't go to school, they didn't get further education, they lived life on a day-to-day basis, and they had some understanding of right and wrong and what to do, what not to do to survive. So you would ask them for advice about life. Right then, philosophy has some Stoic sayings because not because I'm following them. No, this is my own saying. They just happen to match. Okay, and watch this. We just said differently. They say self-discovery, I say know thyself. They whole goal, I get it, and everything they say is on point. Again, I got some more of this stuff too. Why? Because what they say make a lot of sense. And if it's educational, I'm going to use it. So I'm gonna be a Stoic for a couple of days. Why? 'Cause I got some information that I want to give you from the Stoic philosophy. All right, that matches mine. So I'm not giving you nothing new in life. Watch this. With life experiences. Oh, okay, yeah, okay, here we go, right here, yeah. With life experiences, you like in life, experience is what your best teacher. I can talk till I get blue in the face, but until you have your own experience, it's just a bunch of words. But once that word match the action manifestation, oh, I get it, said the blind man. I see, said the blind man. Another story phrase, meaning once you be blind, once you get enlightened, now you can see. Blind just means lights is out, or you're just ignorant, so you don't know. Once I give you light, turn the light on, once I give you knowledge and information, now you can see who? Yourself. Ding ding. Okay. And best teachers and good students, what? Learn from what? Their experiences. That's what life is about. It's a learning experience. Some things you learn by experience, some things you learn from others' experience, but it's all about learning. That's why I teach different philosophical points of view. Why? If it's positive, if it works, I'm giving it to you. Okay, I use it. When you have went through some things in your life, you have the right to give advice. I hate to hear somebody give advice that they don't use. That pisses me off. Why? Don't do that. You become a hypocrite to the person you're giving advice to and they use it. Why? Once they see that, but you told me. There you go. Simple. That's why. I now have some Stoic sayings of my own. Why? Because of my, again, life experiences. And some people think I got some profound words. No, I just got philosophical concepts that I done come by through what? Experience. I don't make this stuff up. It's easy. Listen, a good one. When you don't lie, you don't have to remember nothing. I don't have to remember what I said last week. Why? It's the same thing this week. It ain't gonna change or whatever it's about. I'm gonna say the same thing. That's why. If you're honest, it'll show. Truth don't change. When the story change every 5 minutes, after the first one, move on. Why? You already know what's there. All right. If it ain't balanced, if it don't match what they say, don't match what they do, move on. Stoic philosophy is a form of right thinking. And it's not in the sayings, not what they say got some good stuff, but they always tell you It's in the implementation of the saying. Get the saying, understand it, and then use it. That's the same way I teach. You listen, you reflect, you meditate, and then you implement. That way you know for yourself. It ain't, well, Brother Wright said, my man said, no, no, no. I just give you the idea, the concept. You got to make it happen for yourself. That's how I did it. On the streets, talking slick, talking fast, talking trash. Why? I'm trying to beat you out your cash. Or if you're female, you know that other thing. So that was that. That's not stoic. That was just some slick talking stuff to get people to move around. Now, again, stoic sayings or what? To inspire you to what? Do something good for who? Yourself, aka it's for self-improvement. These are things that you had to take on, understand, learn, and philosophically put them to use so you know them for yourself. They just say it when they say it, but when you manifestation, now they become reality. George said it best. Fantasy is reality. When you can make your fantasy come true. That's what life is all about. Well, now, when I was running the drugs in the streets, I talked trash, what? To make cash. I said and did whatever I needed to do at the time to get done what I needed. I wasn't trying to educate you. I was trying to get you, okay, for your cash. Simple as that. Now, when I speak the truth, sometimes, excuse me, now I speak the truth, something that will help our youth. I'm trying to inspire and motivate young people not to do what I did that caused me the situation I was in. If you can avoid jail, my kids didn't go to jail. My kids ain't got no uh, record, no criminal record. Why? I kept them doing what they needed to do and held them accountable to do just that. When you do that, you know, worry about them going wrong. Why? You have them 18 years, you ready to go. And when I was coming up, it was 21. But I left at 17. I hit God even at 15. What it means is you're ready to go out and take on the world. Why? Because you must have been taught something to be ready to go out and challenge the world. You can't go out there dumb. Well, I'm just going. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Sometimes you have to go out on your own. That's the bottom line. And be your own person, knowing thyself. That's the whole point of us as human beings. We come here in this physical form to what? Know who we are. Not to have fun, not to become rich and famous. But if you do that, what? All you're gonna do is repeat the cycle of reincarnation. When you learn your lesson, when you become spiritually enlightened, when you know thyself, you can go home. Why? Because that bar, the bird that's waiting for your head to go on it. When you get conscious of who you are, oh, the spirit is happy. Why? It know it's going home. It done found itself. It know who it are. Every individual has that ability to do just that. And if you don't, you're gonna get reincarnated. They don't pick and choose. They don't care. They don't pick, no. So understand that. But the stories try to give you information to help you discover the real you. We all do the same thing. That's my point. I give you my version of life lessons when every day. Words of enlightenment, words of inspiration, words, and I'm showing you on a day-to-day basis, I'm doing what I'm instructing you to do. I ain't just telling you, I'm showing you. I love that part. Okay, wrap this up. Again, I appreciate you tuning in. Now let me take it home. Okay, some Stoic phrases, quotes from great Stoics. You got Marcus Aurelius, you got Epictetus, you got Seneca. Those are the famous Roman uh, Stoics. Okay. You don't control anything outside of what? Yourself. I control all of this. I don't control the circumstances that I'm confronted with, but I control how I respond. That's the key. And I like that because philosophy, we say the same thing, right thing in philosophy. Okay. AKA, you spiritual meaning you're dealing with your higher self. You're dealing with an aspect that you can't see. A lot of people. That's why the other guy, he can't see it, he don't believe it. So he ain't spiritual because you have to have an understanding of high level and thinking on another level. And virtue is the shortcut to God to a good life when what you live daily. The only thing that will get you there in fast and hurry is virtuous living, being a virtuous person, having integrity, self-respect, and doing the right thing. That'll get you in God's good grace, and things will happen for you on the good side. You have good luck. Now, I've been told, man, you should go to Atlantic City. I do. I just don't gamble. I don't take God to the gambling table. I won't do it. Don't do it. So not my thing. But being blessed, meaning I'm having the time of my life getting what I need only when I need it. That's what my man said. My pastor tells me, we serve it right now, God. I tell you, if the God you serving don't serve you when you need it, stop serving him. Moving on. Now, when you think before you speak, and you think before you act, right thinking is a way of life. Why? Thinking is what you have to do before you do anything. What right thinking makes it more personified, more focused, more in depth. Why? Now you're focused. That's why. Don't fall in love with this life right here. Why? It's temporary. it's, it's not gonna last long. If you think getting the most fun and running the thing, you'll be back. But if you get understand them, you want to know who you are, you want to search the truth, you find and live, do the right thing, you find that this is my last go around. Why? I'm going home. That's how you get home. You can't buy it, you can't steal it. Okay, you got to earn it. That's the key. And this life is temporary, but guess what? The next life is forever. God, when God do something, it's forever. Newton Gad, remember the story? Heaven and earth are like this. She'll handle that. Why? I got some business to do. So now, only thing between heaven and earth is what? Air. And it's going to always be there. Why? Because they was punished for not stopping what they were doing when God told them. So she'll always be up there looking down. He'll always be down here looking up. Forever. When he put the sun in place. Forever. Certain things, he put the spirit in man, with creation of man. Forever. If you pass the test of human life, you go on to the afterlife. That's the concept. So let me get this thing wrapped up. I don't want to for a whole nother lesson. All right, let me get this over with. Sorry about that. Last one. Righteous living is mastering the art of responding to any situation in a right and proper manner, maintaining your integrity, your self-respect, and that's what Stoics teach you, how to maintain yourself. That's what right there philosophy teach you, how to know thyself. Same thing, 6 on this hand, half a dozen on the other. Hope you got the lesson. I'm out.